Kiryu-san. Kiryu-san.
Oh. Back in Japan already?
Yep, you were out like a light. Almost thought I'd let you keep snoozing.
Thanks for the wake-up call.
Yeah, sure thing. Anyway, I just got an update from Ichiban. He said they nearly cornered the Sage of Palikana, but he ended up slipping away. And on top of that, Akane and Lonnie are still missing. Anything changes, he'll let us know right away.
Sounds good.
But as far as Hawaii goes, we're leaving that for him and the gang. Right now, you're seeing a doctor. Otherwise, you and I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I know.
Nanba-san?
Doctor, how's our guy holding up?
I'm sorry to say, but he's only getting worse. He seems to be aware of that himself. Honestly, I'm surprised he made it here on foot and not in an ambulance. The cancer's taken quite a toll on his body. He must have a will of iron to have pushed himself this far.
Is there really no hope for him left?
To improve his chances, I recommend giving him round-the-clock care as soon as possible. Or at the very least, some bed rest. Recuperating at home is another option.
Yeah, right. But knowing him...
Yes, he made it very clear he wasn't interested in any of that. And it is up to the patient to decide. All I can do as a physician is offer advice. Now, I imagine you've already done this, but if you could encourage him to start taking care of himself. Coming from a friend, his mind might change down the road.
Yeah, that's what you'd think.
This might not be my place to say, but he acts as though he's given up on recovery. It's almost like he's rushing to his death. I'm afraid there's no other way to put it. I'm sure it's frustrating watching him do that to himself. He's got a strong mind, a stout heart, and what was once impeccable physique. But he's also as stubborn as a mule.
Yeah, tell me about it. Here, make yourself at home. Ichiban won't mind. Ugh, sorry it's such a pigsty. I'll find you a better place to hole up eventually.
No, I'd honestly rather stay put. Less eyes on me here than some hotel. After all, I'm not even supposed to exist out there.
Right, there's that. Hanawa-san actually told me a couple things. Like how I should call you Taichi Suzuki in public.
That's my name whenever shit hits the fan. Sorry if it's throwing you off.
No, I wouldn't say that. There is one thing, though.
What?
The doc was telling me earlier how you're not open to any treatment. Are you sure that's what you want? With all the recent advances in medicine, I'm sure you don't have much to lose by trying something. I can even ask around about options. Things that are proven to help with cancer.
Drop it. I've already heard enough. The Daidoji faction researched my condition to hell and back and found nothing. And besides, it's not like I haven't tried anything. I was thinking I could hold myself together, at least until Akane and the girl were safe. But right in the thick of it, my body gave up on me. Guess I was a fool to hope.
Kiryu-san. Mind if I come in?
Go ahead.
You know, I was hoping you would rest, not work yourself to the bone. I'm serious here. Why else would you come all the way back to Japan?
I just thought it wouldn't kill me to lend some support from the sidelines. Now, I've been looking into Palikana. Sure you can guess how that's going.
The internet's a dumpster fire, ain't it? But hey, I'm sure Achan will figure something out. Look, I'm all for supporting the team, Kiryu-san, but sometimes that means knowing when to take the bench.
Don't waste your breath, Namba. It's impossible to talk him out of anything.
Nanba, is this your doing?
Yeah, I happen to bring some company. Oh, but don't worry. She's a face you can trust.
The moment you turn your back on him, that laptop's gonna be wide open. Even if all he does is type in circles.
You brought Komi Jewel's leader?
Yeah, why not? Sunhee's an old friend. And apparently the Queen of Ijincho. She runs the Liumang now, too.
In other words, we're all outcasts here. And don't flatter yourself. You're not the only one I know who's dead on paper. So relax. I'm sure the Daidoji people won't give you too much grief about me.
Why are you here?
Just thought I'd save a dying man the trouble of paying me a visit. Besides, in our world, you're pretty much the top of the food chain. And in that sense, the privilege is all mine. Surely that's reason enough.
Hey, it's not like I ratted you out to her. She just caught wind of you first. Like a spider to the fly.
I remember. Nothing happens in this town without the Komi Jewel knowing it first, huh?
Mind if I take a seat? I brought some of the best Korean medicine money can buy.
Okay, but as a former nurse, I can't exactly sign off on that for him.
Well, it's not every day a dragon comes to town. And what better way to pay my respects? That doesn't surprise me. Kasuga's gonna be Kasuga no matter where he goes. I wonder how he draws so many people to his side. Is it that heroic charm of his?
Heroic charm? You may be onto something.
Yeah. He does have this certain effect on you. But the more you're around him, the more you can't help but help him. Silly as it sounds, he might just be a real hero.
Just don't tell him you said that. He'll be over the moon for weeks.
What? I have something on my face?
Kiryu-san, let me ask you. What's your all-time favorite food?
Why food all of a sudden?
I'll put it another way. If you were about to die, what would you want to eat right before? Let's call it your last supper.
Sunhee, what is with you right now? Is that really the way to ask?
It doesn't bother me. But now that you mention it, what would be a good last meal?
You see there? Nobody takes that long just to think up their favorite food.
What's your point?
I'm saying your complete lack of an answer only shows how little time you've spent on yourself. You've always lived your life for someone else. You even spent a decade in prison so your sworn brother wouldn't have to.
Really? He did that?
The crime he took the fall for was patricide. After you got out, you ended up losing Yumi Sawamura, so you took her daughter Haruka under your wing. And now, here you are faking your own death, all to protect your loved ones. But with the real thing on the horizon, why not use these precious last days for yourself?
You do have a point there, Sunhee. And I agree. The thing is, I can't help but wonder.
Yeah. Why do you care so much about me anyway?
There are a lot like you in the Komi Jewel. See, we once served the Jingon Mafia, who had absolute authority over our lives. But even with them long gone, their oppression still lingers in many of our hearts. I've seen too many of us waste away in fear and regret until there's nothing left. It kills me every time.
Well, I don't remember asking for your guidance.
True. But while you're in my town, you're on my turf. And if I let the Dragon of Dojima die full of regrets, I'd never stop kicking myself in the ass.
You've really got away with words. Do I look like I'm that close to death's door?
Come on. I wouldn't say that. But from here on out, it really wouldn't hurt to focus on some self-care. At least, I think that's what Sunhee's getting at.
Yeah, more or less.
Focus on self-care, huh? Easier said than done. What would you guys do in my shoes?
Huh? What would I do?
Yeah, let's hear it. Don't tell me you can't come up with something on the spot.
I can. Now, let's see. Actually, I'd probably go unwind at the batting center. Hitting the ball's a bit like therapy, especially after Jungi gives me sass.
I don't know. I'd rather not put Kiryu-san through anything strenuous. Right now, the man needs rest more than anything.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm not gonna collapse from batting.
Good. Then let's go score a few home runs.
Now?
Come on, it's now or never. Besides, the night is young and there's plenty to do. Kicking things off with baseball sounds like the start of a good send-off to me.
You're really serious?
Hey, count me in. I think Sunhee's got the right idea. A night on the town will be good for you. Not like you were gonna lie down anyway, right?
All right, you got me. But there's still some drink left, you know.
Don't tell me the legendary dragon's concerned over a few drops of alcohol. Okay, from now on, if you're ever thirsty, I'll be the one to pour. When you've been in the business as long as I have, it's nice to finally share a glass on equal terms. And be honest here, would you rather get tipsy with me or Nanba?
Well, when you put it that way.
Oh, now you're just fighting dirty.
No matter what you boys say, I'm coming with. My town, my rules, and don't forget it.
Evening, folks! Can we ask you guys something?
Huh?
Oh, we just happened to lose our wallets. So, mind handing over yours?
Hey, Miss Queen of Ijincho. Your subjects don't have any manners.
Not my job to teach the village idiots. And in true idiot fashion, they're embarrassing me in front of my guest. Worst possible timing, too.
You don't have to feel embarrassed. They're also a plague where I'm from.
Yo, we don't have a fucking day! You gonna give us your money or what? Screw it! Let's just skip to the violence! Good thinking.
Kiryu-san, we'll handle it from here.
Excuse me?
I already know what you're gonna say. Don't waste your energy on these knuckleheads. You're gonna need that energy for later. We're having the most damn fun you've ever had!
Right, and didn't I just say, you're in my town, which makes you my honored guest. And it's a host's responsibility to clean things up.
You guys.
On that note, it's time to take out the trash. Get ready for some middle-aged whoop-ass.
Bring it on! What? What are they?
Kiryu-san, what's wrong? Feeling woozy all of a sudden?
No, it's not that. I just don't know what I'm seeing.
Huh?
Wait a minute. This must be what Kasuga was saying. About how his enemies would turn into monsters.
Hold up. So now it's not just Ichiban hallucinating?
You boys can talk nonsense some other time. We're in a fight here.
Listen, I appreciate your concern, both of you. but letting others fight my battles has never been my thing. So I can't just sit back on the sidelines. Besides, I could use a warm-up for the cages.
Fine. Just try not to overdo it, okay?
It's my turn.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Here we go.
What an eyesore.
Time to put you down!
Let's do it. In for the kill!
Okay. Have fun with this.
Allow me.
It's my turn. Try to block this. Out of my sight. I haven't
have
even
a
warmed
winner.
up yet.
You doing all right, Kiryu-san?
Yeah, thanks. Glad you guys were with me.
No, no. If anything, it's the other way around.
I mean it, though. Really. If it wasn't for you two, I never would have seen through Kasuga's eyes.
Oh?
When he first told me about it, I didn't believe him. But having allies at your side changes how you view the world. It really does make you feel like a hero.
Kiryu-san? What the heck? So the battle visions are limited to you and Ichiban? Guess that's something special then, huh?
What, you'd rather be hallucinating monsters too?
Maybe not so much. Well, in any case, I believe we were on a mission.
Right.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
Huh. I should get a new glasses case.
Something wrong with the one you have?
No, but I'd like a prettier one. Just in case. Oh, no pun intended. I'm just a sucker for a pretty case. Shit. Wait.
2 puns in a row. You're on a roll.
Seems to be the case.
All right.
think there's something over there.
Smells like curry. That scent's irresistible.
You said it. I'll eat curry even if I'm not hungry. I actually really like preparing it too. If you make a bunch and let it sit for a week, it enhances the taste.
Wait, hold on. A week? Wouldn't it go rancid?
You'll either end up with a rich, deep flavor, or food poisoning. The ultimate gamble, the forbidden cuisine.
Some steaks are too high to gamble with. Things are going well.
The smell of yakisoba always brings to mind summer festivals.
It's been quite a while since I've been to a festival. Did you ever play at the booths?
Well, it's not like I went all that often. I was pretty good at catching goldfish, though. I would spot a fish that had its guard down and track its movements for a while before scooping it up with a flick of my wrist. I can catch tons of them. However many you want, easy peasy.
Those goldfish don't stand a chance against the valiant leader of the Komichu. Huh? If I ever need to take on some fish, I'm counting on you, Sonny. All right.
I'm not a loser!
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
What the?
Try to block this. Here's a reward.
Okay.
Here we go.
What an eyesore.
What?
You're going to regret this.
Yeah.
Allow me. Pretty bold.
You picked the wrong
Doing better
opponent.
than I thought.
Moving up in the world.
There's more where this came from.
You know you can enjoy any meal like it's expensive yakiniku? Just eat near a yakiniku place. So you can smell the scent of it. A homeless senpai taught me that little life hack.
That sure is a way to hack at life.
It's amazing how it tricks your brain. Also works with curry shops, or places that serve grilled eel.
Don't those places mind you standing outside eating?
Nah, just find a park near enough to smell it, but not bother anyone.
Seems like you've got everything hacked right up. Things are going well.
I need to buy more toothpaste. This is too expensive, though.
So you're not buying any?
Well, the kind I like goes on sale sometimes. Oh, wait. I can always go a few more days by really cranking the tube.
That tube's in for some hell. I feel bad for it. All right.
This curry place is really something. I often come here with Jungi. Only thing is, the owner is a bit pushy when it comes to the naan.
Sounds pretty typical.
One time, we actually turned him down, and he looked absolutely devastated. Now, I always make sure to order a large helping.
You're surprisingly empathetic. Though I imagine it leaves you stuffed.
Well, it is way more than I can handle, so I just shovel it all onto Jungi's plate. He gets so full, he can hardly walk out of the restaurant. I guess that's why he hasn't come here with me lately.
You don't say. Things are going well.
So, on the morning news, they had this segment on divination. According to that, my lucky color is pink today.
Huh. Wouldn't have guessed you were into that sort of thing.
I mean, I don't go out of my way to follow that stuff. But once it grabs my attention, I get a little curious.
I can relate to that.
Although, I don't have anything pink on today. Not even a single accessory. Guess that means I'm all out of luck.
If you look in the mirror, I think you'll realize just how lucky you are. What about the color of your hair?
Oh, right.
All right.
バカにしてんのか。
Show me what you got.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You're going to regret this.
Allow me.
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Easy.
And that's the end of it.
Oh, more DVDs.
Is there a movie that you want to see?
Not really. Jungi rented a pile of them the other day. Apparently, he finally found a copy of this drama that he's wanted to watch. Actually, did he ever return those? I swear I saw them in front of his monitor earlier. He's very talented, but he can be a little scatterbrained.
You're surprisingly protective of him. I doubt he's actually that helpless.
Well, I do tend to coddle him a bit.
That's just another aspect of how you two support each other. But double-checking that return date is probably not a bad idea.
Ugh, what a pain.
Things are going well. A mountain of trash. In the middle of the city.
Hey, Kiryu-san, watch yourself.
What's wrong?
You never know what kind of wildlife's hiding in there. I once got attacked by a raccoon at that heat. Those things are vicious. I barely defended my spot. What's that look for? Figured you'd think I was courageous.
You couldn't just let the raccoon have the trash mountain? All right. Ah.
What? I'm okay, I guess.
Well, let's get started. You're going to regret this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What an eyesore. I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Allow me.
Okay.
We have a learning more
You
every
really
day.
think you
Hell
win?
yeah.
Whew. We should relish this moment.
You were a nurse once, right, Namba? Getting certified must have been difficult.
Oh, yeah. Clinical training, cramming for exams, it works. I go to bookstores like this, walk out with piles of textbooks.
That's admirable. I can tell you were dedicated.
Thing is, I buy just as much manga. But, slow me down a little. Still, ask me anything about manga from that period. I'm an expert.
I suppose that's another kind of dedication. Things are going well.
Hey, Kiryu-san, mind if I grab some drinks here?
Nah, no problem. What's all that in your wallet? Don't tell me. Is that a stack of 10K notes?
Are you kidding? Nah, these are all receipts. I saved them to file in my household accounts book.
Good for you. It takes diligence to manage money like that.
Yeah, you're right. That's why they're all still in here and not filed. My accounts book is as blank as when I bought the damn thing.
Well, at least you still have the receipt for it. All right.
Boy, お前
Let's keep going. Oh, wow. This store's bestseller is actually a recipe book.
You cook it all, Sunhee?
Yeah, I do well enough for myself. But apparently, whatever I make always ends up really spicy. Each time I cook for my guys, every one of their faces ends up as red as a hot pepper.
Then why not ask Jungi to taste it first?
Doesn't work. He always tries to spare my feelings by saying that it's good.
Right. So I'll try to be thoughtful towards you. He dooms everyone else. In that case, why don't I give it a shot? But I won't hold back on my opinion.
Kiryu-san tasting my cooking. Almost sounds like we're dating for real.
Sorry. Real what?
It was nothing. I, just realized that I need to grab this bestseller and hurry home.
Hmm? Things are going well.
A sushi place? Conveyor belt sushi is pretty good once in a while.
What's your favorite sushi, Sunny?
It depends, but usually salmon. Like, it's not particularly oily, and it's even a little sweet.
Salmon's a solid choice. What would be your second favorite?
Seared salmon.
Not sure that counts as different. All right. I've really gotten to know them. Namba, would you say you're a strong drinker?
Nah, probably not. My face doesn't go red. Some people assume I am. But I do get sleepy. That's a problem with a train bag.
No so.
Half the time, I'd pass out and wake up at the last station. Back in the day, I just gave in and bought an unlimited pass.
I guess there's wisdom in that. Things are going well.
Hey, don't go so fast.
Sun-Hee, your arm is bleeding.
You're right. I'm not sure how that happened, but it should be fine if I leave it.
Don't. You might become infected or leave a scar. You need to get that treated. Let me have a look.
Wait. No, that's all right. I carry a first aid kit. I'll handle it. You're a nosy one, aren't you?
Maybe so. And you tend to look out for others at the expense of your own needs. You've got the qualities of a great leader. It's important to look after your own well-being, too.
Huh. Hearing that from you, of all people, I appreciate it.
All right.
Travel agency pamphlets. They make me feel like, traveling.
Have anywhere in mind? How are you meant to choose?
I don't know about this.
An important decision.
Travel agency pamphlets. They make me feel like, traveling.
Have anywhere in mind?
Nowhere in particular. Just like to a big waterfall. I want to go somewhere powerful, virile, 100-meter waterfall. Now that'd be something special.
Imagine bathing underneath a waterfall like that. 100-meter cascade, cleansing your mind of worldly desires.
I worry that might cleanse me of life itself.
Things are going well.
I'd like to board a train with no destination someday. Go where it takes me.
That might be fun. Want to try it?
Oh, you're in? Sure. Where should we go?
Wait, I thought the point was to have no destination.
Ah, right. That's the Maybe I'm just
Nothing wrong with that. Decide where you're going, and take...
Think I'll enjoy this.
That all?
I'm on a roll. Now's our chance. No good.
What?
My eyes!
What's the whole...
Not out yet.
Let's do it.
Maybe next time. No luck.
Yeah. Nice knowing you. Been thinking about this from last time. Maybe I'm just more comfortable with directions.
Nothing wrong with that. It's part of your character. Decide where you're going, and take your time getting everyone there.
Yeah, I can do that. One thing, though. You're coming with us, Kiryu-san.
All right. Our bond's getting deeper. Hey, what do you do on your days off?
Curious? Well, actually, it feels like I'm always on the clock, but... lately, when I can find the time, I've been watching martial arts matches. There's so much to learn while watching, like how to move your body and whatnot.
It's impressive that you've been putting all that knowledge to work.
It's just a hobby. Have you ever seen those pro wrestlers pull off their moves? It gives me chills. It's pretty addictive to watch.
Pro wrestling, huh? Back in the day, I dabbled in that while trying to entertain the kids. Fought a match as a masked wrestler called Dragon Mask. That really takes me back.
No kidding. Huh. Wait, did you just say Dragon Mask?
Things are going well.
I always order the same thing when I eat out. If I had to guess, I'd say I'm worried I'll make a wrong choice.
Understandable. But it's good to challenge yourself. I felt the urge to try something new recently. So I ordered something called Chef's Creative Caprice.
Oh, impressive, Kiryu-san. Sounds funky. How was it?
It was so terrible I couldn't stop shaking for an hour. Won't go back.
So, in other words, I was right to be afraid.
All right. Should I open it? It opened. What kind of music are you into, Sonny?
I don't stick to a single genre, so I'm into all kinds of things, even oldies. I've been into Pure Love and Kamurocho lately.
I'm a fan of that one, too. How about a duet sometime?
A duet with you, Kiryu-san. That'd be amazing. Wait till I start voice lessons first.
Wait, it's not like I'm asking you to debut as a singer. You really are a perfectionist, aren't you?
Well, yeah, let's just go with that.
Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them. All right, here goes. Just watch. I'll send him flying. Yeah. 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 Shit. Yes.
Mighty fine swing you got there, Kiryu-san. Real nice batting. How you holding up so far?
I'm good. Refreshed, actually. Feels like a lot of that stress is gone. You were right, Sunhee. Maybe this was all I needed.
You're kidding, right? No way you're satisfied with just that. Besides, we're only on our first stop here.
Right. What's more, you're actually looking healthier by the minute. Whatever the reason is, it's great to see.
So, what's next on our agenda?
Good question. Why don't we grab a bite first and then think about it?
Yeah, good idea. What are you in the mood for?
Well, we could always eat and do karaoke. Rumor says the Dragon of Dojima is also a master of the mic. But I guess seeing is believing in the end.
Now I wonder where you heard that. It's been ages since I've had a real audience. Anyway, if seeing is believing, maybe I should show you how it's done.
I would love that.
What's up?
Kiryu-san, you ever thought of making a bucket list?
Bucket list? Can't say I have.
Well, with the way things are right now, I think you might want to consider it. I mean, you could be spending your final hours writing down your thoughts or divvying up your stuff. But that's not the point.
All right. And what are you getting at? I need to take things more seriously?
The opposite, actually. I think it'd be best to leave things on the happiest note possible. And to do that, a memo of how to use your time wisely might help.
Sounds nice enough, but wouldn't a will be more useful in the end?
No, that's the beauty of the whole thing. Unlike a bucket list, when you're writing a will, the reason you buckle down and do it is to tie up any loose ends before you go.
Right, I get that.
But with a bucket list, the focus is on the present. What am I doing now? Not what happens after I'm gone. That's what makes a bucket list so different. As you think back over the years, a lot of things will pop into your head. Missed opportunities, forgotten plans, hidden desires. So you make a list of what you want to do. And then you put yourself out there and do it.
I think I get the picture. It's like putting your heart's desires on paper to help you reach catharsis.
That's exactly what it is. Now, Kiryu-san, I think you ought to take Sunhee's advice. You really should be spending more time on yourself. Especially if you don't know how long you've got left. If you don't want to go through any treatment, I respect that. It's your body, you do what you want with it. But if you don't want to spend your last days in abject misery, I suggest you start making a better environment for yourself.
Nanba?
You look so much more alive right now. And all it took was working up a good sweat. You might not want to hear this, but you don't have to hold yourself back. I'm sure there's a ton of things you'd rather be doing. Fun things. To put those thoughts into words and then into action, it's never a waste of time. In fact, I think it's the best way to help you reach your best condition. Heck, as a former nurse, I guarantee it.
All right. Maybe that is what's best. And with how you put it, a bucket list doesn't sound so bad. Just make sure you help me see it through, since you're the one roping me into it.
Oh, you bet I will. Then how about we get started?
That's about all I can think of for now.
Hey, looking good. You got quite a bit on there. Let's see. Sing my heart out at karaoke. Right on, right on. Drink all the best alcohol there is. Yeah. I'm gonna say you probably shouldn't do that. Stuff myself with tamago at Sushi Gin. Oh, a tough guy like you loves egg, huh?
I know it might seem crazy coming from me, but for once I want to eat what I want, without looking over my shoulder.
Well said, Kiryu-san. That's what this is about. Things you always wished you'd done different, or never got to try in the first place. Everything and anything that comes to mind, now's your chance to do it. Let's see what else you got here. Try out what's popular with the kids, starting with sweets.
I thought you said whatever comes to mind.
Sorry, it's just that last bit caught me a little off guard.
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing. I really wasn't trying to make fun of you. In fact, that kind of got my heart pumping.
You sure about that?
Listen, this really is good, though. I knew it'd be worth a shot. Let's say we get more people, add to the fun. Oh, and I know just the gal we need.
Yeah?
Kiryu-san, how would you like to visit a cabaret club? I didn't see that anywhere on your list. You not like them or something?
There's a lot you don't know about me. I was just about to write that down.
Then it's settled. Hey, Sonny, you okay to go?
You do know women look at other women, too. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
All right, then let's get over there.
You seem preoccupied.
Okay.
Let's get going.
This brings back memories. That takes me back. Feels like just yesterday.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
You're going to regret this.
Allow me.
Okay.
What an eyesore.
Something wrong?
Don't get carried away. You're just...
Yeah.
Here we go.
Don't get carried away.
Back in the... Okay.
All good. Allow me. Try harder.
Much better. Think I'll enjoy this. I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Okay.
You want
What's the holdup? Here we go.
I'll bury you!
You're going to regret this.
Yeah. It's time to die!
All good.
I'm on a roll.
Okay.
And that's the end of it. Outdoor shogi. Huh. I should stop by when I get a chance. Fancy a game of shogi when we're free?
Maybe. I like shogi. It sharpens the mind. After playing it for a while, I feel my thoughts become clearer.
I didn't know it had that sort of effect on you.
Sure. It gives me time to have a conversation with myself. Did I turn off the gas when I left? Crap, what about the energy bill? I get through my whole itinerary.
Sounds useful for sorting out errands. Although I get the feeling you lose most of your games. All right. Our bond's getting deeper. Ah, that takes me back.
I'm okay again. Yes.
Good evening. Party of three?
Yeah.
Anyone you're here to see?
Sachan, I mean, Saiko-san, please.
Right away, sir. My apologies. You have guests at table 3.
All right, folks. That's my cue. Kiryu-san? This is certainly a surprise. I see. So Kiryu-san's going through cancer.
Believe me, I was shocked when I heard the news too. But right now we're focused on finding ways to move through it together.
Got it. So that's why you're doing a bucket list.
Yeah. And with any luck, he's gonna check off everything on it. Sunhee and I are helping him as best we can.
Gosh, just hearing that is getting me all fired up.
I knew you were our go-to gal, Sachan. I wasn't sure if just the two of us could pull it off. Thought we might need an extra hand.
Aha! And that's where I come in?
You bet it is. I take it you'll join us?
As if I'd pass on that. Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance without me. So sit back and enjoy the ride, Kiryu-san. I'll get you wherever you need to go.
Won't I be a burden on you?
Oh, please. That's the last thing you'd be. We've teamed up before, and we can do it again. Not to mention, your party could use a little feminine balance, no?
Huh. What a curious thing to say. Then, if we're so lacking in that department, I'd love to see what you bring to the table.
Fine by me. I was looking for a challenge anyway.
Hey, what's the deal with those two?
They're enjoying a little bonding time is all.
Well, with that being said, I'm looking forward to tonight, Kiryu-san.
All right, we got Sachan on board. Now, as Kiryu-san himself requested, let's go do some karaoke on the double.
You know, I was a little surprised. I thought you might push harder for Kiryu-san to get treated, especially considering your background and all.
To be honest, I wish I could. But it's like talking to a brick wall. It's this Kiryu-san, remember? You can't talk him into anything he doesn't want to do. But, Doctor said something that stuck with me. That a friend could change his mind down the road. So I figured I'd switch my approach. We'll have Kiryu-san try to enjoy every last moment to the fullest. Eventually he'll think, man, isn't it great to be alive? And after that...
After that, he'll change his mind and want to live?
That's the plan. I need to let Sachan in on it too, so we'll all know what this bucket list is there for. You'll help too, won't you? I'm not letting him go out without a fight.
Yeah, right there with you.
Hey, Nanchan. Is Ichiban doing okay?
Well, he stirred up all kinds of trouble in Hawaii. But for him, that's nothing unusual. Right, Kiryu-san?
Yeah. When I first bumped into him, he was running around in handcuffs.
Doesn't change at all, does he?
I take it that means you're worried about him?
Not so much. I was just asking, that's all.
Yeah? You say so. I used to come by here to fish a lot. Custom was to share your catch or trade with the other homeless.
Was this a... Should I open it? Nice.
Been thinking about this from last time. I used to come by here to fish a lot. Custom was to share your catch or trade with the other homeless.
Was this a good spot? I like fishing too. I even used to take a boat out for spear fishing.
Whoa, that's hard. I bet you were good at it.
Although I did get into it with a giant octopus once. That was a difficult fight. We both had a lot of pride at stake.
Kiryu-san, do you have one story that ends normally?
Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them. Feels like just yesterday. I remember this.
I'm okay, I guess.
that takes me back. Ah, that takes me back.
We gonna fight some more?
This is it, Kiryu-san. Our old Ichincho staple. The name's a bit weird, and the owner hardly ever cracks a smile. But he's a good guy.
It's also the only karaoke bar left. At least that we like.
Hey, barkeep. Got a new customer for you. Our friend here's Taichi Suzuki. You two, know each other?
No, I imagine he mistook me for someone else. In any case, Survive's glad to have you, Suzuki-san.
You good?
Actually, I had a friend who looked just like him. For a moment, I thought he had come back. My apologies, sir.
Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. With a face like mine, this sort of thing happens all the time.
You think those two are just acting?
It's hard for me to say.
Sounds like a simple mix-up to me. We came here to sing, right? Well, what are we waiting for?
Sure, help yourselves. Consider the place yours tonight. As a matter of fact, nothing would please me more.
Thank you. Truly.
Been childish. You fell down. You got hurt chasing sweeter dreams.
You know, I wasn't sure how things would end up in Hawaii. But at least Kiryu-san seems to be doing better over here. Sunhee, Sachan, it's all thanks to you two.
No need to thank me, Nanchan. You know I'm happy to help.
And I'll do everything I can for him on my end. Call it a debt of gratitude if you want.
Right on. We all owe Kiryu-san a lot, especially those of us from Ijincho. But more than anything, if there's even a slight chance he'll make it, I personally want to see him get there.
And I'm glad you both are here. Because, to be honest, there's too much to bear on my own.
Memories of you, twisting my view. I've been a fool.
Oh, Kiryu-san, that was great!
Yeah, top-notch stuff.
So the rumors are true. The Dragon of Dojima can carry a tune and then some.
Seems to me you guys weren't even listening.
Are you kidding? Of course we were.
Well, I guess I just have a voice nobody wants to hear anymore.
But we really were listening.
All right, who's up? The song's starting.
Now how'd that happen? If no one's taking it, I will.
You did that on purpose!
We're starving dogs running the rail lines.
Well, he's clearly feeling it. I say we back him up. Give it all you got. Yeah!
We're breaking the law, breaking the world together. Throwing out all tenderness, we're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was. No slowing down because we'll keep our heads high. Our fist raised till we die. We're living by our own judgment.
I need to take this.
All right, just don't be gone too long. Kiryu-san, was this a good idea or what? I'm having the time of my life.
Me too. Oh, bartender, can you fill us up?
Hey, it's me. What is it? This better be important. I told you I'm out on the town tonight. I know that. But what do you expect? This is Kiryu-san I'm with, my lifelong hero.
Yo, Sunny, what happened? You look pissed all of a sudden.
Do I? I'm sure it's just your imagination.
I take it you have business to attend to?
Wait, are you for real? What is more important than living it up with Kiryu-san?
Well, it was nothing urgent. That said, I did receive some rather troubling news.
Buzzkill or not, can you tell us?
The Seiryu clan's behaving oddly. They're recruiting, and their numbers are getting bigger by the day.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me that's what this is all about. You guys are the Komijul here. See, Ebina, the clan captain, is cooking up something called the Second Great Dissolution. He's even rallying the former Tojo clan and all these other groups to take part.
That's right. Kasuga told me about that.
To build a safe haven for all the ex-Yakuza roaming about. Supposedly, that's his big objective. Those with nowhere to turn can swear up for a time, in exchange for stable work. The waste management they do down by the docks is one example. You could almost say it's an expansion of what Kasuga was doing with Hello Work.
Well, what the heck? So you knew all along?
The thing is, some of those ex-Yakuza joining up with the Seiryu, they had already gotten their lives back together. And it's not just a handful. I'm talking by the 100.
What? Why would that happen? If they were able to find jobs and all, what would even make the Seiryu clan appealing?
Well, whatever's going on, I'm guessing Ebina's big plan is nothing more than a smokescreen for something else. And what his real goals are remain a mystery.
You really think that's accurate?
Honestly, I'm a little insulted. You're talking to the brain behind the Komijul here.
Well, sure, but still, there could be some other factors at play. Maybe those Yakuza went clean only to realize the rat race was just as dirty above ground.
True, I can't account for details on every single situation out there. But it's the overall pattern of movement that concerns me. The Seiryu clan's also pulling their waste operation out of Yokohama, and they're pulling right into Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yep. All their fresh recruits are packing their bags and heading overseas as we speak. You were there just recently, as I recall. Could this be a mere coincidence? Or maybe there's a deeper connection here.
What is it with that place? Why is everything going down there at once?
Does anyone in the Seiryu clan have some sort of Hawaiian affiliation?
Actually, think about why Kasuga's there in the first place.
Oh, that's right. It was Sawashiro. Not only was he former captain, he was Arakawa's right-hand man. What's more, he kept the secret that Akane-san's been alive all this time.
And now he's risen to the top of the Seiryu clan, right next to Ebina.
Then it looks like I've got something to add to that bucket list. Make Sawashiro tell us what he knows.
That's one way to use a bucket list.
Seiryu Clan HQ's not far from here, right?
It's not, but as of now, most of their officers are gone, including Sawashiro. They started a branch office about a week ago to accommodate all the new recruits. If you want to pay them a visit, I can take you over there tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh.
Hey there.
Hi. Hi.
Ah.
ありがとうございます。
Feels like just yesterday.
I'm ready to kick ass.
Kiryu-san, I bet you'd make a good teacher.
Really?
You'd have a delinquent student who'd end up kidnapped. You'd find the warehouse he was held in. Kick ass to rescue him. Oh yeah, that's you to a T.
So what you really mean is I'd make a good teacher in a teen drama. All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
Hey, there's a school here. Makes me miss my old uniform.
Oh yeah? When I was a kid, we wore those old high-collar ones. That was a long time ago, though.
Actually, Kiryu-san, I bet you could still pull it off.
Yeah. It might be kind of fun to spend a day in uniform again. But unless you've got a time machine, I'd say we're out of...
Oh, my club does a school uniform night. We could always do that. We've even got men's ones, too. You should stop by, Kiryu-san.
I guess anything's possible these days. Things are going well.
Bring it on.
I'm on a roll. Let's get back.
Allow me. Something more?
You want some?
Here we go. You're going to regret this.
Yeah.
Now then.
Right.
Here we go. Hardly a fair fight.
Never pass a school without thinking back to being a student.
What was your favorite subject?
Wasn't much for any of them. But I guess I enjoyed science. I liked the liquid nitrogen experiments. You know, freezing bananas.
Right. Did you try to hammer a nail into yours, too?
I did. Whole thing shattered on me. And then it started to melt, so it smelled like banana all day.
Well, I guess it left a lasting impression. All right. I've really gotten to know them. That's nostalgic. Golfing in Hawaii might be nice.
Have you ever tried golf, Kiryu-san?
I have, yeah. I've spent plenty of time on the course. Do you play at all?
Well, golf's the big talking point with customers in my line of work. I went to a driving range to try it out, but I couldn't get the hang of it. I had a hard time just hitting the ball. Got any good tips for that?
You just have to get used to it. Even practicing your swing alone can make a huge difference.
Oh, so that's That's why old guys are always swinging their umbrellas around.
Let's hope so. Things are going well. I remember this.
Hey, I'm in good shape.
Okay.
This brings back memories.
Nope. Problem so far.
That's nostalgic.
I won a cute pair of sneakers from a sweepstakes the other day. Miraculously, they were just my size.
I guess you really can win those, huh?
I was surprised too, but I think I might have used up all my luck. I'm always wearing high heels though, so sneakers will be a nice change of pace.
Huh. Never thought about that before.
Oh, it genuinely feels like you can walk just about anywhere.
I do wear a lot of dress shoes. Maybe I should make the change too.
Yeah, let's all get some sneakers and go out for a stroll sometime. Watch, you'll want to walk from Hokkaido all the way down to Okinawa.
If the shoes even make it out of Hokkaido, that is. All right. This brings back memories.
A message from my marketplace app. Guess the bidder wants me to lower the price.
What, they trying to haggle?
Yeah, it's nothing I'll miss, so I can lower it to... Wait, they want half off? In their dreams.
You gonna turn him down?
Yeah, I'll be losing money with the shipping costs. Maybe you can buy it, Kiryu-san. I'll do half off for you, no problem.
Yeah? And what would I be buying?
It's a facial toning device.
Right. Things are going well. Ah, that takes me back.
I think my arms are getting bigger.
Nothing wrong with that. You been training lately?
No, I don't get to go to the gym too much. Oh, you know, it's the pot.
The pot?
Yeah, I got this ritzy French cooking pot and it weighs a ton. It's super durable too, so I use it practically all the time.
You can only do so much with a pot, though. Is it really that heavy?
About 6 kilograms.
Must be a big pot. All right. That's nostalgic.
Let's go another.
I remember this.
Nothing beats fresh baked bread. That said, I've been buying it less and less these days.
Did you get bored, you think?
Oh, no. It's just that I recently got myself a bread maker, so I've been really into that instead.
A bread maker? So you've been baking your own?
The newest ones are pretty amazing. They knead, ferment, and bake all on their own. You can even adjust the fermentation time to change the texture of the bread.
Oh, okay.
And by tuning the temperature, you can change up how soft you want your crust. Oh, there's a great deal on it right now, too, and it even comes with a cashback.
Have you ever thought about writing commercials?
Huh?
Things are going well. This brings back memories.
Show me what you got.
I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Huh?
Can't see in front of me.
Here we go. You're going to regret this.
Okay.
Doing better.
Moving up.
There's more where this came from.
Pretty bold of you.
Oh, this place gives you bonus points if you use contactless payments.
Contactless. I've heard of that, but I don't know too much about it.
You put money into a smartphone app and pay through that. You can do all your shopping with just your phone, and you usually get points, so it's pretty handy. The only problem is not every store takes the same type. So I've loaded up 8 different brands to be safe.
Huh. You sure handy's the right word? All right. Bring it on.
I'm on a roll.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Right.
You want some?
What?
Try this on for size. Let's really shake things up.
Something wrong?
You're gonna be in a war.
You're going to regret this.
Allow me.
Okay.
Here we go.
What's the hold up?
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. You're going to...
Fight hard. Finally a fair fight.
Okay.
Light as a feather.
Kiryu-san.
I'm good.
No. Is this where?
The Seiryu set up shop? Yep. I'm sure it's hard to swallow, seeing your clan's former headquarters like this.
Guess it must have gone vacant after the Great Dissolution. Now here they are, the new owners.
Ijincho's just not big enough for them anymore. That's how fast the Seiryu clan's growing. It's like they're quietly taking over. Hearing about it's one thing, but seeing it in person's another.
Kiryu-san?
Unbelievable. The symbol of the Tojo clan, falling into the hands of outsiders. To think I'd live to see the day.
Let's go. Standing around won't get us any closer to the boys in charge.
Kiryu-san, maybe hang back for now. If you get caught here, it's all over. The same for Sunny, I suppose. Guess it's up to me to sort this out. Hey, good day to you. My name's Nanpa. I heard Sawashiro-san might be around.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, well, you see, Sawashiro-san and I go way back. He actually paid for my trip to Hawaii the other day, so, I thought I'd swing by and say thanks.
Nobody told me he was taking any appointments. Now kindly get gone.
Oh, don't be like that. What's wrong with popping in and saying hello? Besides, there's something important we need to ask him.
Look, I can't let you through. And I already told you why.
Oh, come on. Then how about you set me up a meeting with Ebina-san? You know, your captain? Why, me and him were having a chat just the other day. All you gotta do is tell him Nanba's here.
What part of no don't you understand? You're trying to get yourself killed, pal?
I'm Narasaki, lieutenant of the Seiryu clan. Seems here there was a slight misunderstanding. Allow me to set things straight.
Finally, someone who can talk some sense.
I have instructions from Captain Ebina. You're all to be welcomed as our guests. He also said there's no need to ask your name.
Really, Narasaki-san? You're gonna take him in?
They say the newbies don't know jack shit, but I didn't think it was this bad. How could anyone not recognize you? I'd like to personally apologize for this dimwit.
I want to talk to Sawashiro. Where is he?
You'll see him soon enough. But first, please come in.
Allow me the pleasure of welcoming you. It's truly an honor. I am Sawashiro of the Seiryu clan.
Didn't expect you to roll out the red carpet.
My apologies if we caught you off guard. However, we felt it was necessary. After all, with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance now gone, it falls on us to become the banner for Yakuza all over the country. Such a task requires the utmost prestige. It's perhaps the only way to bring them all together.
Right. So line up the troops and have them stare down your guests. That's your idea of prestige.
You'll have to forgive us. Well, there's little use in standing around out here. Captain Ebina is waiting for you inside. If you follow Narasaki, he'll lead you straight to him.
I don't need a guide.
Is that right? So your mind's still intact, huh? Glad to hear at least that's still worth a damn.
I'm sorry, what? Do you know who you're talking to?
Hey, take it easy, Sachan.
We can keep this up if you really want to. But fair warning. If you're just testing your luck, pick another day. I don't have time for games.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ah.
Ah.
Ho ho.
No.
Excuse me.
Ho-ho!
Right.
Excuse me.
It's you.
Okay.
Well now, maybe I should have led you here after all. I was starting to think you got lost.
Shut your mouth. If I needed you around, I'd have said so.
The Tojo clan's 4th chairman. I can only assume you don't care much for what we've done with the place. However, you should know this building was all but left to rot. We took it upon ourselves to restore it.
I take it you're Ebina?
I am. And I presume you're familiar with Sawashiro-san?
Yeah. Although, I've never seen him with the same pin twice. You're supposed to be behind bars. But I see that's not the case.
I'm flattered you've heard of me. It's quite an honor, Kiryu-san.
Go on. Take a seat.
Kiryu-san?
I can only hope you're willing to talk. But maybe you ought to find a different chair first.
What? Excuse you?
That chair belongs to the head of the Tojo clan, and no one else. Take my word for it. A lot of blood's been spilled over just a chance to sit where you are now. Maybe you don't mean any offense, but you're not even close to earning that spot. And I'll be damned if I play along.
Bastard! You better watch your fucking words!
It's all right, Narasaki.
Captain.
This was to be expected. In fact, I'd want nothing less from a man of his stature. Let's try this again. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Now then, shall we get started, Kiryu-san?
I see the Seiryu clan's grown quite big. With all the Yakuza left behind, it's no surprise. And your goal is to help them along?
Yes. As I'm sure you're aware, the civilian world is far from forgiving to our kind.
Okay, but what about all those people who were able to make it, yet you pulled them right back in? Sunhee here has plenty of data to back that up.
Perhaps that data's oversimplified. There's rarely, if ever, a smooth transition back to society. What a Yakuza needs more than anything is structure, stability, and the means to make a living. So for them to join our clan is a temporary measure on that road to rehabilitation.
Want to know what else I hear? That you're moving operations to Hawaii.
You have keen ears. Queen of the Komi Jewel indeed. At any rate, you could say we're blessed to have a business partner there.
Business partner?
Not sure if you would know, Kiryu-san. Our biggest source of income right now is storing waste that can't be disposed of. However, I can't take any credit for that idea. Someone else had thought it up, and they'd been doing it in Hawaii long before I met them. That would be Palekana, a local religious group.
What? Palekana?
They're also the ones who helped Akane-san escape to Hawaii 40 years ago. I take it you've already heard of them.
You could say that.
If I can step back a moment. I needed Sawashiro's reputation in order to set the second great dissolution into motion. And while he was still behind bars, he confided in me one of his deepest regrets. That was, of course, about Akane-san. As such, the more I learned, the more interest I developed in the group that brought her to safety. And as I dug deeper, I learned about their waste management business. There's a special island Palekana owns where they run a facility quite similar to ours.
You must mean Nele Island. Is that where Palekana stores its garbage?
That's right. And when I reached out to them, they were extremely generous with their knowledge. They understood our objective as cleansing the sins of society, and even offered to take in former Yakuza on our behalf.
So you're saying all the fresh new faces in the Seiryu clan are getting sent to Nele Island?
Correct. Everything that's happening in our Yokohama warehouse is simply a precursor to that. Right now, our joint venture with Palekana is our top priority.
But I thought Nele Island was sacred to them. I hear only a select few of their followers are allowed to set foot there. Yet you plan to dump your Yakuza on their shores?
I see you've done your homework. But yes, we've already worked out the details together. Besides, all our men will be doing is transporting the cargo by sea and unloading it off the boat. As it were, they'd hardly be leaving footprints in the sand. A far cry from desecrating their holy land, wouldn't you say? Palekana understands this as well.
Never guessed religion and the underworld would ever go hand in hand. Aside from that, why'd you send Kasuga over to Hawaii?
I sent Ichi to Hawaii for one thing. To reunite with Akane-san, who said she wanted to meet him. So whatever becomes of it, it's got nothing to do with the Seiryu clan.
Sawashiro, are you aware of what's happening to Akane-san right now?
What do you mean?
She's being hunted down by gangsters, all on Palekana's orders. But their real target is the girl she has with her. And if they're caught, they won't make it out alive.
Impossible.
Is that true, what you just said?
I take it neither of you knew?
I can assure you we did our due diligence in researching them. After all, they're integral to the Second Great Dissolution.
So you're saying we're making this up?
I'm saying flinging words at each other would be pointless. Do you have any proof you can show us?
Well...
That said, this is coming from none other than Kiryu-san. We don't mean to make light of that. How about you give us some time? we'll look into Polycana once again.
What would you do if Polycana turns out just like what I told you?
I'd rather not make any speculations at the moment. As the Tojo clan 4th chairman, I'm sure you, of all people, understand the weight of a Yakuza's words.
I see. And if that's your stance, I think we're done here.
Thank you for the visit, and for the valuable information. Perhaps when things settle down, we can treat you to dinner.
Yeah. Let's hope that's possible.
Well, we sure showed their asses. Can't believe you got Sawashiro acting on his best behavior.
Seriously. And even though we were deep in Yakuza territory, I didn't feel scared one bit.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like we got much out of it.
No? But didn't we at least learn that the Seiryu clan's connected to Polycana?
Right. But we're still left to wonder whether Ebina really knows what Bryce is up to. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I suppose.
By the way, you think up anything else for the bucket list? You didn't forget about it, did you?
No, I remember. And you know what? Maybe it's because I haven't been to HQ in a while. But I just thought of something important.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it might not be the fun activity you were thinking. But I want to pay my respects to some people who were close to me.
You know, I think that's terrific. Mind if we come along?
I'd be grateful if you did. Might get a little gloomy without some company.
I'm happy to hear you think of us that way. We'll do everything we can to support you, Kiryu-san.
I know you will. Thanks.
Then let's go. I trust you know the way?
Yeah, let's catch a taxi.
Let's go another round.
そういえばうちの家今年
Sorry to drag you all out here. Let's say we head back.
You're all done?
Yeah. I managed to clean up their gravestones and talk to them a bit about my life.
If I can ask, who were these people?
Well, they're my family. Of course, none of us are blood related, but it's never been about that. And it doesn't make them any less precious. Every time I come here, I get this strange feeling. I've always been the type to rush in and never think ahead. So I assumed if anyone was gonna die first, it'd be me. Yet here I am now, talking to them, even though they're long gone.
Kiryu-san.
I come to pay my respects for the first time in forever, and who do I see? Almost like Kazuma himself had a hand in it.
Date-san.
Long time no see. Gonna guess your buddies there are safe.
Oh, yeah.
An acquaintance of yours, Kiryu-san? Wait, doesn't this mean your cover's blown?
No. He's good. If anyone's aware of anything, it's him.
I take it you must be Detective Date?
And that would make you Sunhee, the so-called face of Ijincho. Never could stay away from trouble, could you?
I think we'll be heading back, Kiryu-san. You look like you got some catching up to do.
Appreciate that.
Hey, no worries. You fellas enjoy.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare off your new pals. But hey, what are the chances? I say we catch up on old times. That is, if you've got time.
Sure.
Been so long since the two of us have had a sip, I figured it ought to be here. And speaking of a sip, that one's all you get. Meanwhile, I'll be helping myself to the bar.
Greedy old drunk? You sure Mama won't mind?
Just so happens today's her day off.
Then I guess we'll leave it at that. Thanks.
You're getting thin. I admit that caught me off guard.
Really? You can tell that easy, huh?
Well, yeah. When it comes to studying you, I hold a Guinness World Record. So, is it that bad?
Yeah. And when the doctor found out I was running around like this, he nearly burst a vessel.
Let me guess. More nonsense from the Daidoji faction.
In Hawaii, there was a girl who reminded me of Haruka. Her name's Lonnie. She's just an innocent kid. Yet here she is, running for her life. All for some asshole's convenience. I can't help but want to save her.
Sounds like something you'd say. Always putting your neck out for others, aren't you?
Well, with the clock ticking, I'm supposed to be enjoying my final moments. At least according to Namba and them.
Sure. You've never been the type to look after yourself.
Well, there's been a lot on my mind, now that it's come to this. Looking back, I almost didn't make it. When Nishiki and Yumi died, I thought, if only I could go with them. But what stopped me in the end was actually something you told me.
I said something that important?
You know damn well you did. Don't you have someone precious to protect? I figured that must be what's pushing me still.
In that case, you can't clock out just yet. After all, you want to protect that kid, right?
Yeah.
Then now's the time you get back your gusto. Still free to stick around a while?
Come on. How long has it been? I'm sticking around whether you like it or not.
That's the spirit.
Welcome back, Kiryu-san. Hey, how much were you drinking?
Not much. Only had one glass.
So was everything okay with your friend?
Yeah. What's more, we agreed to meet up every now and again, like back in the day. Hope that's all right.
Of course it is. Just don't go overboard with the booze, okay?
Yeah, I know.
You sure about that? I don't want to find you passed out somewhere.
I see you're not gonna go easy on me. Fine. You have my word.
Well, that's that. We should head back to Kasuga's apartment for the day. Hey, don't go so fast.
Do it.
Running around town like this together is a great way to make up for my lack of exercise.
You don't usually exercise, Sunhee?
Well, I keep up with training so that I don't get rusty, of course. But as the head of an organization, I spend a lot of time sitting in meetings or at a desk.
Seems even the leader of Komi can't escape desk work.
That's exactly why I try to find moments to exercise during everyday activities. Taking advantage of those early morning radio exercises fosters a nice, disciplined life.
That is very disciplined. Good on you for waking up so early.
Well, when I sleep in, I just use a recording and work out in the afternoon.
What about that is disciplined? Things are going well. Feels like just yesterday.
Ooh, an arcade. Oh, I haven't been to one in forever.
What kind of games do you usually play, Psycho?
Typically fighting games. The girls and regulars at the club love them. I started playing just to be social, but I ended up getting super into it.
So if it was a social thing, did you ever let people win?
Nope, I'd wipe the floor with them. I hate losing on purpose.
And that's social? All right.
I'm ready. You're going to regret this. Here we go.
You want to fight?
Try this on your side. Let's really shake things up.
Okay.
Let's see.
Watch this. It's showtime! Come get your fun!
What? Here we go.
You want?
I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
What an eyesore.
What's the holdup?
Huh?
Have fun with this.
Allow me.
Right. You're going to regret this.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Of course we won.
We have a winner.
Did you really think you'd win?
Hello?
Kiryu, Date here.
Date-san.
I'm in Ijincho at the moment. Come out with me. We should talk. Don't try making out like you're too busy.
Is this important?
That bucket list thing you were telling me about before. I've been mulling it over ever since. Got me thinking I have too much unfinished business myself.
If I can be of some help, I'll come.
There we go. See you soon.
Where should we meet?
Rose Blossom, the cabaret club. I'll tell the bar to expect you. Right, I'll be waiting.
Sacha, do you do events for Christmas and Halloween at your place?
Of course. Those are some of our most lucrative nights. Even the staff likes them because they get to cosplay.
Wow, they get into it, huh? I guess dressing up like Santa is always fun.
Back at Sunflower, I'd have to dress up as Santa for the younger kids. I guess that was kind of like cosplay.
Oh, I would have loved to see you in a Santa outfit, Kiryu-san. Are there any photos?
I remember someone taking pictures, but they're long gone by now.
It's me. I've got an operation for you. Locate and procure.
Sunhee, please don't be calling a Komi Jewel agent.
There he is. Took you long enough. Much obliged. We've got it from here. Going over to that table.
Very good, sir. Please enjoy yourselves.
Well, what are we doing here exactly?
I appreciate you coming down here, Kiryu. You won't regret it, I think.
I'll trust you on that. Whose table was that just now, by the way? Do you two know each other? You were drinking together.
I'd introduce you to the guy, but the Daidoji faction wouldn't be happy with me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Kid's name is Taichi. The boy you raised at Morning Glory, that Taichi.
What?
Don't start gawking at him. He hasn't clocked you either, it would seem.
Hey, don't order another yet. I need a second. Any more and I'll pass out on my way home.
It's all right, handsome. I'll watch over you until the morning.
Oh, really? You'd do that?
It's not an offer I'd make to just anyone, Tai-chan. But I feel safe with you.
That's really great. Yokohama girls are the best.
To be fair, he's of legal drinking age. Back in Okinawa, he works as a fireman.
I can't believe it. That's Taichi. What's he doing here?
I heard he was visiting a friend in Tokyo, so I rang him up. Offered to take him around Yokohama. Not like I was ever that close to the boy. Couldn't think of any better place to go than here. Ijincho women sure can work wonders on men like him. Doubt he even noticed I left.
What's the meaning of all this, Date-san? He's supposed to think I'm dead. Why would you invite me somewhere he could spot me?
Because if he doesn't realize who he's looking at, there's no problem. That's why you and I are keeping our distance. Much as I'd like it, I know you can't speak directly. I still thought seeing him like this would be better than never seeing him at all.
Date-san.
You've always been too stubborn to look backward. Tell me, how does it feel? Would dying have been easier without this memory? Don't your kids warrant a spot on your list?
heard about him becoming a firefighter, you know. I still keep tabs on all of them, but I never planned on seeing them again. I couldn't even risk hoping to.
That's why we're here. This is my unfinished business. You've gone through life telling yourself you have no regrets. It's not true. You just refuse to acknowledge them. And if there's anyone still breathing in this world who could convince you of that, I suppose it's me.
Date-san.
I know. When the Daidoji helped you fabricate your death, I went along with it. And it cost you everything. Haruka, Haruto. A life cut off from the people you love. I replay those events over and over in my head, wondering if I could have changed the outcome.
It was my responsibility. My death was the only thing that could have ensured their safety. Date-san, you have nothing to blame yourself for.
Either way, that was a long time ago. Maybe now I could make a difference? Maybe?
Hold on. Who are they?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
Hey, why are all the girls hanging out here? Send some to our table.
Very sorry, sir. We'll address this at once.
You'd better. We're paying customers too, ain't we?
I apologize, everyone. I didn't know I'd be so popular in here.
That's because Tai-chan is the cutest. I won't drink with anyone else.
You mean it?
Piss off, you dumb fucking tourist. You really think you're hot shit?
Damn it. I might have tipped those girls too well. Wanted Taichi to have a good time, you know.
This is dangerous. Everyone's too drunk.
Hey, you're being very impolite, aren't you? Calm down and someone will join you soon.
Excuse me? I don't take lift from working girls.
Whoa, what the hell? You can't do that! Never hit a woman!
Hey, don't be a fool. As long as Taichi's there, you can't intervene.
All night's ruined now. I'm gonna discipline this chick.
No!
Huh?
That's enough. You make me sick.
The hell?
Tai-chan!
You're dirt, punk!
You want to discipline her, huh? Learn some discipline yourself.
Well, I'll be. Who would have thought Taichi had it in him?
He's full of surprises.
Not so fucking fast!
Ugh!
Hey, shit dick! Nobody likes a guy who hogs the tits!
Tai-chan, are you okay? Please get up, please!
Excuse me, that's quite enough. Leave it once or I'll call the police.
Shut your mouth! This is your fault, scumbag!
This ends right now, or I'll pay you back for Taichi 10 times over.
Uncle. Is it really you, Uncle Cos? Uncle...
Hands off of me! Everybody has a death wish tonight. Whole world's been shitting on me. Now, I'm gonna shit on all of you!
Well, let's get started. I'm on a roll. Let's
What's the holdup? Okay. Watch this. It's showtime. Come get your
I'm not back.
Right.
Here we go.
Let's do it. What?
I feel so heavy.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Yeah.
Harvey.
Oh, all the damn luck. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
Will it be all right?
Oh, well... Sleeping like a baby. He's more drunk than he is hurt. Maybe we overdid it a little.
He's fine.
Sir?
He's gonna make a great firefighter. Boy's in good shape. Hell, he's a grown man.
Taichi's gonna wake up before too long. You should leave. We'll catch up. I'll stay behind and try to clean up this mess.
Thanks.
Uncle Kaz!
Hey, rise and shine, kid. What a night.
Oh, I'm real sorry. I remember there was a fight. Somebody came and defended me.
Somebody? You mean was Kiryu here?
Huh?
Joking. You were calling out for him, Taichi. Uncle Kaz, you said.
Really? Weird. I guess I was dreaming.
The good news is you held your own, protecting that girl of yours. Huh. Not every man is the sort who'd do that, you know. Even if they wanted to.
Actually, that's my trick when I need to be brave. I think about what Uncle Kiryu would do. When I remember the way he was, it's like I can shut down any fear inside me.
You don't say. That's a pretty clever technique. Should give it a try myself.
Yeah, sure. It always works for me.
This place good?
Kanagawa PD contact recommended it to me. Order one drink, sit as long as you like. From now on, consider this my Ijinsho hideout.
So you mean...
Think I'll stay around town for a bit. You know, stay on top of that bucket list of yours. Taichi's little night out was only the start of it. I've got calls going out all over Yokohama.
Stop. You realize that if the Daidoji faction catches on, we'll both pay.
They haven't objected yet, have they? Not even Taichi knows you're still out there. Trust me, the fearsome Daidoji faction has nothing to worry about.
You're testing them.
Look, I realize I'm taking a risk here, but when it comes to your final days, I don't care. Nothing you say is going to stop me. If Daidoji has a problem, they know where I am. So then, Taichi stir anything in you? Do you regret what happened tonight? Because I saw your face just before you left. The way you looked at that proud young man. You have ties to this world. They don't disappear when you turn your back.
You're not wrong.
Dragons don't have the luxury of dying forgotten. Taichi remembers you. People remember you. Kazuma Kiryu never walked the easiest path, but the steps he took always bore fruit. You have the responsibility to reap the harvest you've sown. I've never been more certain. I'll call you again. Kasuga and all that is important, but take some time for yourself, too.
Date-san. Thank you. I don't have the words. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Taichi and the others. I thought maybe I'd been able to let go. That even if I never saw them again, I'd be fine. But... when I heard his voice with my own ears, when he was right there in front of me, who knew I'd be so happy? I certainly didn't.
That's more than you need to say. Now I've got quite some work to do.
Bring it on!
You're going to regret this.
You're weak.
Let's see. Try to block this. Got you now.
You wanna fight?
I'm not that. Wanna play?
Something wrong?
Here we go. Check this out. Let's really shake things up.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right there. I'm on a roll. Now then. Check. You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Yeah. Have fun with this.
It's time!
Right.
Allow me.
What an eyesore. You're going to regret this.
Something wrong?
Huh?
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You're gonna get. I'm on a roll. Let's go.
I'll make it work.
Right. Now
Allow me.
You're going to regret this.
You're weak. What do I do?
Learning more every day.
Hell yeah!
Whew. We should relish this moment.
That's nostalgic.
It's so cold. Hold out. Let's get something warm to eat.
Oh. Well, in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse. Kiryu-san, how about you make the call?
Huh?
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Ramen, I guess.
You. Why?
I knew you were a man of taste, Kiryu-san.
Miso ramen, with butter on top. The butter melts into the broth like cream. It coats the noodles and the chashu. Perfect for cold winter nights.
Huh. Okay. Ramen it is.
Well, that was easy. Kiryu-san, ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like, a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
Never knew there was a club here. Takes me back.
Were you ever much of a dancer, Kiryu-san?
Maybe a little. What about you, Saiko? You dance?
No. The only dancing I've ever done is at school during PE. I don't think I've ever danced at these kinds of places.
That right. Oh, you're pretty athletic. I'm sure you could disco if you really wanted.
Disco? Wait, Kiryu-san, how long has it been since you last danced?
Huh?
Things
are going well.
I'm perfectly fine.
いらっしゃいませ。
Thanks
for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
This brings back memories.
Oh, hey, the Vintage Theater closed down.
I know. I was pretty fond of it. They really knew their stuff.
Yeah, I would go there too. That's too bad. Their 3-month-long Sharks on Screen extravaganza challenge was great.
Must have been some challenge.
You're telling me there's enough shark movies to last 3 months?
Sure are. I'd never joke about sharks.
Huh. Noted.
Must be hard to sift through all of them. Any recommendations?
A more recent one's got evil Martian sharks battling Earth sharks in New York. Classic setup, but really enjoyable nonetheless.
Define classic.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff out there now.
Yeah, maybe too much.
A new one just premiered where the sharks were actually in the water. The audience went nuts.
Define shark.
Oh, I need a massage. Lower back's killing me. The deep, unforgiving shiatsu. It works best when it hurts.
Unforgiving, huh? I could give you a massage. Never done it before, but I know how to apply pressure.
I get the feeling that's a massage I might not recover from.
All right. Well, offers out there. All right. Complete.
Kiryu-san, I feel like I've gotten to know you pretty well.
I suppose so. You're an interesting person, Nanba.
That's an honor coming from you. Hey, follow me. There's a spot I'd like to show you. Sunrise Bridge.
Lead the way.
I really need to make a reservation at the salon soon, but...
What's wrong? You don't want to go?
No, it's not that. It's just that it's so expensive. My hair's starting to curl up again, and straightening cost a fortune.
Straightening? I didn't think you had curls, Psycho.
I do. And getting ready in the morning's really starting to drag. Your hair's pretty straight, Kiryu-san. Ever thought about getting a perm?
A perm? Well, maybe if the occasion called for it.
Really? I would love to see your hair blown up like that.
I, think I've had enough explosions in my life. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
I'm ready to kick ass.
Hey. Hmm. Not quite.
Kiryu-san!
Hope you're ready to die.
I'm ready.
What'd you say? Hope you're ready to die.
Show me what you got.
It's over.
Allow me.
I'm pulling you down.
Try harder. Hardly a fair fight. Doing better than... Right. Thanks.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
How thoughtful of you. Giddy up.
わしを見下しとるんじゃろ。
Sweet ride, huh?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
Hey, 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 don't go so fast.
Fine.
Leave it to me. Hello?
Kiryu-san, it's Son-hee. Sorry to bring bad news, but it looks like the Seiryu clan set us up.
What do you mean?
Here, check the video I sent you. It was posted just now by Tatara, one of the more popular VTubers.
VTuber?
What's up, people? Tatara Channel coming at ya! As always, we're out to boldly reveal the evils this media's just too scared to touch. The title for today's episode is... A super big shot Yakuza long thought dead suddenly returns from the grave? First off, let's take a good look at this photo. In it is Kazuma Kiryu, legendary Yakuza to some, hardened criminal to others. Known as the Dragon of Dojima in Kamurocho, he was also the chairman of the Tojo clan, the largest Yakuza group in the Kanto area. 7 years ago, in Hiroshima, Kiryu-san was shot to death as a result of gang-related activities. Or so we were led to believe. This video here, recorded in Hawaii, is no more than a few days old. And if we zoom in to get a closer look... My! He looks a lot like Kazuma Kiryu, doesn't he? I mean, they're practically twins! Now, let's continue the footage, shall we?
Long time no see, Kasuga. Whoa. Kiryu-san? Is that you? Who else would it be?
You hear that? The other guy just called him Kiryu-san, didn't he? Does that not blow your mind, people? The dragon is back from the dead! Oh, and we're not done just yet. This footage hides yet another juicy surprise. Did you happen to catch it? Right here! Do you all remember him?
Long time no see, Kasuga.
It's Ichiban Kasuga, whose cover we blew on this channel before! Yokohama's so-called hero! So a long-lost legend is really alive and kicking. Plus he's pals with Ichiban Kasuga? Okay, what is really going on here? To help shed light on that, I've invited some very special guests for this occasion. You'll be meeting the Underworld's top dogs, currently leading the most powerful Yakuza organization in Japan. Here we go! These gentlemen are in charge of a group called the Seiryu clan. Thank you both for joining us today. Let's get right to it. You've seen the footage of Kazuma Kiryu yourselves. What do you think?
That's him, without a shadow of a doubt. As a matter of fact, he paid a little visit to our office here only yesterday, which goes to show the man never died. It was an act. That, in turn, leads me to believe law enforcement might have had a hand in this charade.
You're saying the police helped Kiryu fake his death? How is that even possible?
Kazuma Kiryu was the 4th chairman of the Tojo clan, and despite their rivalry, he was also quite close with Chairman Watase of the Omi Alliance. Naturally, he would have had a wide range of support from Japan's underground, being in it all those years.
And that's to say nothing of the late Minoru Daidoji, whose cabal still straddles the political and finance sectors. If even one of those groups were to put pressure on the police, well, I'm sure you can imagine they'd comply. But let's move on. Take a look at this footage from yesterday.
Kazuma Kiryu again! And sitting across from him, is that?
Yes, that would be the two of us.
Can you elaborate on what's going on here?
Kazuma Kiryu, as you clearly saw in the Hawaii footage, is likely the one pulling Ichiban Kasuga's strings. Now why, after spending so long in hiding, would he suddenly emerge like this? I can only think of one plausible reason. The resurrection of the Tojo clan. He came here just as we'd finished refurbishing the old Tojo clan headquarters, stating he'll use any means to reclaim it. Need proof? The video here should be more than enough to convince you.
Wow, I'm glad you're both safe. What a menace Kiryu is! How can he just be allowed to walk free?
Well, he's been officially pronounced dead. It's why the police can't touch him. Still, in an effort to make a difference, we brought this to your attention in hopes that it would help.
Oh, now it's all starting to come together. Thank you so much for this information. Well, everyone, Tatara Channel's on it, and we'll chase Kazuma Kiryu to the ends of the earth. Fear not. This state-protected, privileged class of Yakuza can't run forever. The truth will always win out. Above all, the Tojo clan must not be resurrected. Let's make sure to put a stop to it. That's all for today. And if you spot Kazuma Kiryu, drop me a line.
Kiryu-san, we got trouble on the internet. It's the damn Tatara again.
I guess you already know.
Sun-Hee just finished telling me.
You gonna be alright? Now that your name and face are broadcast out in the open?
I'm not sure. We'll see how Hanawa responds. But either way, I don't have long to live. In that sense, it's not a big deal.
Don't say that, Kiryu-san.
You know, maybe I ought to give Ebina and Sawashiro a word of thanks. And then some.
Seriously? I, for one, want to know what the hell they were thinking. What was their goal in all this?
Could be we got under their skin yesterday. And this was how they retaliated.
Hey, didn't Tatara spread rumors about Ichiban too? Something like, former Yakuza makes a killing by forcing other ex-criminals to steal? He was only doing his job, but the video spun it completely out of context.
Right.
That channel's known for trying to expose the evil the media's too afraid to touch. And actually, their scoops are mostly legitimate. But why does their information get twisted when the spotlight's on Ichiban and Kiryu-san?
Hey, if I knew, I'd tell you.
Not only that, why is Ebina bothering to lend Tatara a hand? Seems pretty out of place for a Yakuza to go on camera like that. Plus, that footage with Kiryu-san was taken just yesterday. Yet they already had a smear campaign prepped and ready?
Nice catch. You got a good eye, Psycho.
Sun-Hee, did you come running all this way?
The situation called for it. But this isn't about me. I don't have positive proof yet, but there's a good chance Ebina and Tatara were partners for a long time.
Is that right? How long are we talking?
At least before any of you even knew their names.
How can you be so sure?
Why else would Ebina and his lackey go on stream with some VTuber who has nothing to do with the Yakuza? Anyone in the position to lead the Seiryu clan would never pull a stunt like that. It's too big a risk for one, but as you saw, they did it anyway. So, here's what I think could happen. Ebina might start using Tatara to broadcast any propaganda that suits his needs. And that's to 5 million subscribers, by the way. And I'll even take it a step further and say this. I think Ebina's been Tatara's major source of intel for everything that's happened so far.
Wait a minute. So, Ebina, a leader in the Yakuza world, is behind the Tatara channel of all things?
What makes you think that, Sun-Hee?
Ebina's background tells it all. He used to be one of Tokyo PD's top elites.
Was he really? And now he's a Yakuza captain. Talk about turning the wrong leaf. What would make him do that?
I don't know the particulars. There wasn't any scandal I could trace it to. But with history like that, I'm sure he's got a wealth of stories the media's never seen or heard.
Isn't that a fair bit of assumption, though?
Sure, but it's not like it's unfounded.
Oh, you know what? This involves Ichiban directly. Right after Tatara effectively canceled him, Sawashiro goes and sends him to Hawaii.
Meaning?
Well, I just wonder, had Ichiban been able to keep giving work to ex-Yakuza, would he still have said yes to going there?
So then, Sawashiro wanted Kasuga in Hawaii for his own ends. And for that to happen, Tatara made it so he had to leave his job. The timing was too convenient.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, it's possible Sawashiro's been stringing Ichiban along. And if that's true, it's not a stretch to say they know more than they let on about Polycana.
So, if everything was orchestrated by Ebina and Sawashiro, what would be their next move?
Good question. I guess that's the part we're all stumped on.
Should we go have another chat?
I would love to, but the situation's changed. One false step, and we'll be staring down every last member of the Seiryu clan. After putting footage like that out there, they're obviously ready for a fight. And if Kiryu-san isn't his usual self, we shouldn't pick a fight we can't win.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think you might be right.
Okay, then why don't we do this?
What?
Now that the Seiryu clan opened a branch office, there shouldn't be as many of them back at Ijincho. So, we should hit their HQ first. Figure we might be able to get who's in charge to talk.
Nanba, that's actually not such a bad idea.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Pedal to the metal.
I'm in good shape.
Feels like just yesterday.
Hey, Hamako-san.
Well, if it isn't Sayako. How's business? Raking in the cash, hon?
My club's doing okay. What about your place?
Now, if you're doing okay, then we must be more or less the same. And not much to do during slow hours, you know. Anyway, I see you brought an unfamiliar face with you.
I've only recently arrived in town. My name is Taichi Suzuki.
Come on now. What's with the fake name?
Huh? What fake name?
Don't play dumb with me. That awkward introduction of yours made it so obvious.
Was it really that awkward?
Maybe it's better if we just cut the bullshit with her.
Oh, I see how it is. Everyone's already in the know about your alias. Fine then, I'll play along. Taichi Suzuki-san, was it?
I guess there's no fooling you, Hamako-san.
Don't take it too hard, sweetheart. Stay in business long enough in this town and you'll end up just like me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing.
This is Hamako-san. She's been in Ijincho longer than I have. She's like the underboss of this town. Or perhaps more aptly, a ghost haunting it.
So what's the story? You girls dump Ichiban for a new man?
Suzuki-san here helped me and Kasuga out of a bind. He's even more notorious than I am in the underground. Careful not to show disrespect, lest you embarrass yourself.
Enough of that. Keep up that talk and I'd be the one disrespecting Hamako-san.
Oh, looks like we have a real gentleman here. You treat all the ladies this way? And how do you know Ichiban?
How should I put this? The two of us used to work for the same company. Although we never met back then.
Ichiban really respects Suzuki-san. Oh, right, the two of them were in Hawaii until recently, too.
Huh. You guys must be real close if you went on vacation together. All right then, Suzuki-san. Why don't you stay a while? Have some tea with me.
Just you and me?
What? I'm not gonna eat you up or anything. Oh, are you too busy to have one cup of tea with an old hag like me?
All right. Let's have that cup of tea.
Now we're talking. Head on upstairs. I'll get everything ready.
Is this your shop?
Sure is. On the outside, we're an eating house. Normally, you'd be serviced by some girls. But if you're looking for that kind of special treatment, come back another time. Of course, I'll have to charge you for that.
No, I'm fine.
We're what society would call a shady business. Remember that politician, Rio Aoki? A few years back, he came to a Jinsho. He made this bold claim that Bleach Japan, the MPO, would build shelters. Said that girls who work in places like this, and their families, could live there free of charge and get job training. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Now that's real philanthropy, I thought. He even told me I could be the dorm mother. So I was near ready to sell this place off.
Why is this place still standing?
Because that shelter was a bald-faced lie. Rio Aoki's true objective was to gain popularity and gather votes by wiping out the gray zones and everyone in it. I made my girls go to a shelter, but it ended up being a mousetrap. Lion's Lair, actually. Now they were all arrested and deported. The ones working here now are all new. The kind of girls who come work for me don't even have family back home. That's why they stay here in the Jinsho. I was duped all because I was careless. Now I have no idea how any of those poor souls are doing.
I see. Sorry to hear it. But it sounds like you had no way of knowing that happened.
But the thing is, I should have known. Ichiban and them saw right through Rio Aoki. They even had their suspicions about the shelter. Now they tried to warn me, but I still went and got myself fooled. I even yelled at Ichiban, telling him not to doubt Aoki's good intentions.
You're not the one at fault, Hamako-san. It's Rio Aoki.
I know that, sure, but... Never got to apologize to Ichiban for yelling at him. Now it's been years since, so I completely botched the timing. And knowing him, he might not even remember that one minor detail. So I wondered, maybe I don't need to apologize. And I never stopped wondering since.
Is that why you decided to confide in me? So I could be your messenger?
Come on. I'm not that shameless. Nah, I just wanted someone to hear me out, I guess. But there's no way I could tell Namba or Sayako. Nah, I don't need them seeing me weak and vulnerable.
And you thought I'd be a good confidant?
Well, Ichiban respects you, doesn't he? And you were with him until recently. Anyway, did he say anything about me while you two were off in Hawaii?
Maybe he did mention something, but I just don't recall. Sorry.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'll be much help to you, unfortunately.
Sorry for taking up your time on my petty little issues. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. We all have those nagging doubts in our heads. You're not alone on that. Even if you want to forget, you can't. Because you never got the closure you needed.
Closure? When you get to be my age, you're always gonna have unfinished business.
Right. I feel the same way. But recently, some things came up in my life that got me thinking. Tying up all those loose ends made me realize that. Sometimes getting closure is for the better. It's easy to keep putting things off. Until one day you're told your time's up.
Wait, what? Back up. Is something wrong with your health?
Earlier you said your issues were petty. But that can't be further from the truth. You never know if your time with friends and family might be cut short. So make every moment count. If it's really getting under your skin, then if I were you, I'd just apologize.
Think I get why you've got Sayako and Sun Hee waiting on you hand and foot.
They're doing what? Did you really have to put it that way?
Well, at any rate, I do feel better after talking to you, Suzuki-san. Now I'm actually looking forward to the next time I see Ichiban.
That's so. Glad to hear. Also, the tea was delicious. I should get going now.
Now don't tell Psycho or anyone about this. You hear? After all, I'm supposed to be some hardened old ghost. So I can't have them think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Thanks for the tea. And take care.
Taichi Suzuki, was it? Whoever he was, he must be a great man.
I need to get back to my boxing gym.
You take boxing classes?
Yeah, it was originally just part of my diet routine. But it's really a lot of fun and a great stress reliever. My trainer thinks I've got a knack for it, too.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, I'll back you up if you're ever in a tight spot. You know, the old 1-2.
Good to know. I could definitely use it. All right. I've really gotten to know them.
Convenience stores always have that great Oden soup smell.
What would you say is your favorite part?
Well, there's shirataki noodles, eggs, beef tendon. I mean, it's all great, but I've really enjoyed cabbage rolls.
Huh, cabbage rolls. They put those in the soup now?
Yeah, the meat goes perfect with the Oden broth. It's the best.
That does sound good. Daikon radish was the standard in my day, since it soaked up all the soup. Maybe soaked up cabbage will become the new favorite. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper. That's nostalgic.
Okay.
Hey, Namba. Mind if I join you?
Ah, be my guest. Nobody likes drinking alone. Oh, thing is, Kiryu-san, didn't we talk about this?
I'm sorry you have to look after me.
That's what it is. Once a nurse, you know. Besides, if it's any better, Ichiban made me promise to look after you too.
Understood. I can stay dry. Tonight, oolong tea only.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Bartender!
So what was it I heard about you all losing your jobs?
That's right, huh? Me, Ichiban, and Adachi-san, we all got the axe. Did you know I was homeless for a period of time? Once you hit a certain age, the job market dries up. Somehow I got this gig even with my employment gap. And then, poof, it was gone.
What kind of job was it?
Quality inspector in a warehouse for medical equipment.
Medicine drew you back in after all.
I don't know. Hard to consider that medicine. There were a couple of other stints, but it was all-day labor or temp work. The inspection job came with a 2-year contract, and my coworkers were decent folks. They actually treated me with a bit of respect for being an old guy.
There's no need to put yourself down. Old or not, you've helped me plenty. I completely understand why they'd respect you.
Come on, you're gonna make me tear up.
No need for that either. I'm just grateful, that's all.
Oh, jeez, enough. I'm tapping out. We're too sober to be so heartfelt.
Well, I can sympathize with how hard it is to find a job at our age. Losing it on top of everything else is a real shame.
The thing is, if you don't mind me saying, it wasn't just the young guys. There was this girl there.
Look at you. You're about to blush.
Nothing. You can't blame a man for that, right? She was a little bit careless. She'd make tiny errors here and there. Whenever I'd catch one for her, she'd say, "Namba-san, what would I do without you?"
Must have been a pleasant working environment.
Hey, I wasn't after anything, okay?
I understand. You don't seem like that type.
Shit. Listen to me, the point is, it might have been a simple job, but it was enough for me. I did good work and I had good colleagues. That's all a guy really needs, isn't it? Especially a homeless guy. For a fresh start, he couldn't ask for better. And then, they just pulled me aside and said my contract's up. Don't come back tomorrow.
Did they give you a reason?
Couldn't be asked to. If they don't extend your deal, that's the long and short of it.
That's hardly fair.
Yep. So, I went back home, and Ichiban was suddenly all over the internet. Guess I'd made no secret of the fact that I was friends with the hero of Yokohama. Higher-ups must have thought, gotta sweep me under the rug before this shitstorm hits.
Kasuga got targeted and you took a stray one.
Of course, I don't hold it against him or anything. Ichiban, Adachi-san, we were all set up. As far as I'm concerned, the three of us will always be in this together.
You're a remarkable fellow. Not everyone can be so forgiving. Kasuga chooses his friends well.
All this talk should tell you I'm nothing special. Just an old fool.
From one old fool to another, I think you're better than you realize. All this talk about you trying to get things back on track. I'm sorry you're saddled with me.
Come on. You know it's not like that. Ichiban only asked me to see you home from Hawaii. It's my decision to stick around and have your back. So no more worrying that you're a burden. I'm the one who's embarrassed here.
If you say so. I'm grateful.
So, how about we finish off with a toast to knocking back tea?
I'll sip to that.
Here we are, Kiryu-san. Seiryu Clan headquarters.
There he is! Been waiting for you, tough guy. I'm here with Men's Vice Journal.
Great. What now?
Feast your eyes, bros and bastards. You're taking an exclusive look at the most legendary Yakuza to ever walk the streets. Thanks to the Tatara channel, he's the talk of the town once more. Introducing Kazuma Kiryu.
Ah, I see what's going on here. They're hyenas lapping up a bigger man's fame.
How about you give us an interview, Kiryu-san? Your story's, like, incredible. A top dog faking his own death all so he could live in secrecy. How do you feel now that that's out in the open? Any comments? Concerns? Give me something.
Out of the way.
Oh! Ow! I think I broke a bone.
No way he got hurt just from that.
Talk about bad acting.
Yo, did you guys see that? Dude freaking wrecked me! That right there's the real, uninhibited Kazuma Kiryu!
I'm not in the mood for child's play, so get the hell out of my sight.
This is the same Kiryu who's sick, right?
What the fuck, man? That shit really did break a bone! Well, guess what? It's all on camera.
Huh. I'm surprised you didn't die on impact.
Hurry up and get him, guys! I'll be right here recording. I even got a killer title. Legendary Yakuza Kazuma Kiryu gets straight up owned on camera.
You really want another reality check, huh?
Looks like your boys are too scared to move a muscle.
That's alright. We got ourselves an arrangement.
Looks like Ebina knew we were coming.
First he spreads lies, then he lays a trap. I'd say his true colors are starting to show.
Right. This pretty much amounts to a declaration of war.
And how should we handle this, Kiryu-san?
No question. If they want to fight, they've got one. Let's go!
Let's beat him down! I'm on a roll. Let's go.
I'm not backing down.
Something wrong?
Get serious.
Try to block this!
You asked for it.
This'll
Right.
What's the holdup?
What an eyesore.
Yeah? I'll take you on.
You want some? Check this out! Let's really shake things up!
Here we go.
Here goes nothing! Okay.
You're going to regret. Here we go.
Yeah.
Allow me.
I'm on the roll.
Right.
Okay.
You're going to regret this.
In for the kill!
You asked for it.
This'll Here we go.
Want some?
Try this on for size. Let's really shake things up.
Yeah.
We have a win. Learning more every day.
Moving up in the world.
There's more where this came from.
Right before, you said you had an arrangement with the Seiryu clan. What did you mean by that?
Hard to say.
Answer me now, or that bone's going back in its socket. And I can't guarantee you'll like it.
Okay, I got a message from the Tatara channel. They knew about you. Said you'd be coming to Seiryu HQ. They also said to taunt you and get footage, that the clan would protect us if we did.
So Sunhee's guess was right. Ebina really has been pulling Tatara's strings.
Yeah. And so is Shira's accomplice. They also made Kasuga go to Hawaii. There had to be a reason for that, too.
What kind of reason, though?
Let me ask what's happening in Hawaii. I've got a contact over there.
Who would that be?
He probably means Hanawa-san, the guy from the Taidoji faction.
He's not picking up?
Isn't it late at night over there? It could be they're all snoring by now.